welcome to Music Theory, lesson number 2 for beginner percussion. Today we're going to be going over how we label the lines and spaces of our staff, as well as reviewing stem direction. Okay, what we're talking about today is not necessarily note names A, B, C, D, E, F, G. We're going to get to that eventually. But right now we're just talking about the names of the lines on the staff, okay, and the spaces as well. So this is how we talk about that in percussion a lot, because in percussion, not everything has a pitch to it, okay? For example, this first instrument we're going to take a look at, we're going to talk about the lines of the staff. So this instrument is called temple blocks, and they're like hollow wood blocks, and they come in sets of 5, and they have 5 different pitches arranged from high to low. Okay, so it's got a really wooden sound to it. So those are not specific pitches. Like you couldn't go to a marimba and say like, that's an A or that's an F sharp. Okay, so we just use the lines of the staff to identify these. Okay, so the way we label the lines is the lowest one is first. Okay, so think of your lowest pitch down here is going to be this first note. We call that the first line. We call that the second line. There's the third line. There's the fourth one. There's the fifth one. Super easy. Okay, so bottom to top. Just remember bottom to top, and you're going to have half the worksheet done. Okay, so that's an example using the lines. Marching bass drums use the spaces. Okay, and here we're using 4. So here's the bottom bass drum. Here's the next smallest one, the next smallest one, and here's the smallest one right here. Okay, so this bottom one is going to read the first space. So this is the first space, second space, third space, fourth space. So there's 5 lines, but only 4 spaces. Okay, so in your worksheet, you're going to have stuff like, what space is this on? And you would need to say second space, or what line is this on? First space. What space is that on? Fourth space. Okay, so questions like that. So in addition to being shown a note on the staff and being asked, hey, what line is this on? Or what space is this on? You're also going to be told, draw a line or draw a note on the 4th line. Draw a note on the second space. And when you do that, you're going to have to use proper stem direction. Okay? For example, right here, if the question was draw a note, draw a quarter note on the 4th space, and you drew this, that would be incorrect because the stem is facing the wrong direction. Okay? So you have to do your stem correction or your stem direction correctly. Remember, third line is the cutoff. Third line can go either way. Anything below third line, stems have to go up. Anything above the third line, stems have to go down.